Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about Jeera, a new hero to come. But I'm not alone. I have some special guests. Welcome, Jay and Gio. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hey. Yeah, we're like super happy to be here. It's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Thank you guys. So you guys got the test server now too. You're fancy, right?
Do have
Maybe.
Congrats,
Yeah.
congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you guys haven't looked into too much detail on this character, or have you yet?
Okay, so we saw the ult because usually when I before I want to make a video or anything, I just I see if it's if it's a cool character, and so I look at the ult because usually you can tell if it's a cool character at the ult. So I just look at the ult. I think we both looked at the ult.
Yeah.
Has something about pushing away defense, something I don't know, but. Other than that, I forget, and obviously the fact she's an Arbiter, which is like the whole reason why she's excited.
Very excited because I had Praetus, and he's basically my main, and I really want Arbiters.
Yeah.
That's so lucky. It's crazy. That's amazing. I would love. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us would love a Praetus. I have no Praetus yet. Sounds like you guys you have an Ardea and you have a Praetus. Oh, you guys are lucky.
No, he has.
I have okay, so here's the thing. It's gonna sound
you have the
goofy,
Ardea.
It's true though because she has all the Arbiter guys.
I do.
I go
not all of them.
Well, not all of them, but I go for all the chaotic units. So it's kind of like a little light and dark thing going on here.
Funny.
And so I'm not even gonna pull on the Praetus thing. I'm going to empty everything I have to get as high as I can Valderon. That's all I care about. Yeah, I just want to dominate an arena, and he's like the guy in arena because I love arena. It's my favorite game mode. So but yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, arbiters and chaotic are kind of geared toward arena anyway, so very fitting. So, all right, we have Jeera here. First of all, let's take a look at the visuals. Really gorgeous. I didn't notice all the lion imagery. Her staff.
Yeah, super cool. I love it.
What's with this? Is this supposed to be something she hits people with? That does not feel like it's easy to use. What is this?
That's coming from.
Okay.
It's clearly coming from someone who hasn't played a Dark Souls game. Because in Dark Souls, the things you swing around, you practically swing half a damn building half the time in Dark Souls, right? So that I've carried a few of those large things before in Dark Souls. That's nothing new. Yeah.
That's
but it's
funny.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, for me though, I feel like outside of the whole lion motif and stuff like that, the rest of the outfit is kind of obviously, for obvious reasons, very minimum. I feel like they could have spiced her up with some more like a lion on the right leg or something. I don't know, but I feel like she's pretty cool. But I think she's kind of Unoma cool, Eunomia cool, where she's cool, but she's not like you're not like whoa, like this is really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That she could have more of like an impact when you look at her, especially being a legendary. It's almost more like an epic.
Yeah, I told 100%. Yeah, epic vibes.
Okay, that's fair. She looks cool though. I mean, I like that they made her super muscular. That's really fun.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and I was thinking about that, and I looked the other day. There's not many black women in the game.
No, I really like to see that. I was happy to see that actually.
I know it's a little overplayed, but I don't know. I feel like having a bit of a mix of characters is always more interesting, no matter what you think. You know what I mean?
I think Eileen is the most beautiful character in the game, and
that's no joke. Yeah. She is great. It's super cool. I love her design. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely could do with a little bit of diversity. I've had a couple of comments about that, honestly, so fair enough. But yeah, she doesn't have a fancy image, or video, I should say, unfortunately, just her. A lot of them don't. I keep saying this every video, but I'm like, every legendary, just give them a little video. Come on, everyone deserves one, right?
I'm gonna be honest. The fact they retroactively gave Ivar a cutscene.
Yeah, that was so weird. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad they did.
100%. I think it's so cool. I don't know about you, but I feel like the quality of the animation, the last three that I saw, Ymir, the dragon. I'm terrible with names.
Ymir,
the dragon and the tentacle lady. I don't know if you saw that cutscene.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter what you think about it, it looks great. Like it looks so good.
It's so good. I haven't seen the dragon one yet. Because I'm gonna do the Ymira one with Odd One as a collab, so I haven't done that one yet.
Cool.
I already have the Honora one done, and that's a spicy video for sure.
I know we're talking about Jeera. One sec though, what do you think about the little cutscene that happens every single time you open her up?
Oh my gosh, it's a little bit obnoxious. Like I like a sexy
know,
waifu
right?
game. I love it, but it's too much. It's like, okay, I get it. So I get it. Why does she?
I don't want to see some winged butts in my face every time I want to.
It's not even that good of a butt. It could be better.
No, I thought about that this morning. I was literally like, if you're gonna do this, give her a larger butt. I mean,
she
let's be
needs a
real.
better butt.
Yeah,
And so does she. I mean, come on.
Well, she's
so
got
does
the
she,
muscular
a little
vibe
bit.
going on.
A
Her
little
thighs
bit more.
are bigger
Come
than
on.
half of my body. So,
So her butt should be a little bigger too, but it's fine. I did a booty tier list video with Darth Microtransaction in the past, so
I haven't heard it. I haven't seen this.
That was from Raid Shadow Legends way forever ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I said I want to do a jiggle tier list, but YouTube doesn't like you sexualizing stuff, body parts, so I could get banned, and I already got one strike on my channel almost because of another video, so I'm trying to be careful now.
The thing is, you've already made the video on the best one. It hasn't gotten better than the short you made.
Jiggle.
The
lizard or
no, not the lizard, the skin for Zillitu. Didn't you make a video?
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think it gets any jigglier. From my testing, my personal testing, I don't think it gets any jigglier than that.
To be fair, she doesn't jiggle much, but she is wearing a metal outfit, so that's logic. I could get by that.
Yeah. And someone who's also really immune to the jiggle physics is my favorite character in the game, Valeria. She has, she's too strong. Her boobs are too muscular to move, to jiggle. That's what I like to think.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I better roll off the jiggle physics and into some story.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So let's take a look at her more. I'm actually at the end of this video, when we're done, I will cut, and then with no commentary, just reading, I will be going through the actual story. So that's how I'm ending all these videos now. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, all right. Story time. I like it.
The little blurb I'll read first though now. All right. Once controlled by Kujo, this warrior overcame the deity's will with her noble soul. Her prize was a powerful body that surpassed mortal limits.
I will say she does have a powerful body. Yeah.
All right. Can confirm. Counterattack damage escalating. Damage escalating. It's always a weird one, but
I've never seen that before.
Let's see. Let's look here. Let's look here. Let me move you guys. Yep. Wait, where do I put you? Okay, okay.
Guys.
All right, let's take a look at her stats before I look at her talent and stuff. So, 6,300 attack, solid.
Yep.
And 2,200. All right, let's see here. Cost is 17. So she's a fighter, right? A little more, yeah.
No, I think she's a defender.
Where's she defender?
Oh, she's a fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way cool. I thought she was a defender.
Yeah.
Oh, God, she's gonna be.
It's a lot of.
She's gonna change arena. Holy crap! I gotta make a video on her. Holy crap! That's so exciting. I thought she was a defender.
Block of 2. All right, interval is 2.6 seconds. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's normal. My bad. I'm crazy.
That is about normal. Yeah, and then a 13 rage regen auto. So this is the first one that's not 14 out of all the characters I've done lately. Everyone's 14 lately, but yeah, there's her stats. So, and her range does stay the same with leveling. I don't know if it increases. I'm assuming, yeah, it would show if it got bigger with promotions, but unfortunately it does not.
I am already so excited. It's going to sound goofy. I swear to God, that means that there's another team that's going to dominate, and she's...
Besides Valeria, everything, you mean?
Yeah. You know, and even in the Pope teams, which are really good, they all use Valkyria, which is so frustrating because she sucks. She does no damage, but she's just there to boost Pope's damage. Now here comes this beautiful black lady that's gonna destroy the meta. Like I personally feel like she's going to revolutionize at least Pope meta for Arena. I'm excited. This is gonna be great.
Okay. All right, let's read her talent. Increases max HP by 30%. The higher the current HP percentage, the higher the hero's vulnerability, up to 30%.
Huh. so she takes more damage.
That's interesting.
They all that's weird. That's like a chaos thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Why
guess it's
would
because she doesn't have any armor on. That's
Stop.
Yeah, I feel like that's weird wording. I feel like that might be a little, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
I don't know about
Alright.
that yet, that's honestly. Let's see if maybe it makes more sense when we read the rest of her kit.
Sure,
All right,
sure.
physical attack, basic, just 100% damage to one enemy. Okay. All right, her ultimate, when activated, restores 75% HP immediately. During the skill effect, increases max HP by 40% damage dealt, increases max HP by 40%, damage dealt by 125%, and attack interval by 30%, all lasting for 20 seconds. This effect will be permanent upon the second activation.
That's nice.
So just a, whoa.
I'm getting excited.
This is really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. And the visual looks cool too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I like the, wait, where is it? The little burst. There. Yeah,
Yeah.
the slash looks cool.
This is gonna sound goofy, but every time I played Dark Souls, I always had a big hammer or a big sword. Something about having a very large, especially I like Berserk, but having a large thing that you hit large things with is it makes me very happy. I thought she was a defender, and so I was like, I'm gonna skip her. Now that I know she's a fighter and she's looking spicy, things might change for what I pull.
You just finished saying that you were not gonna pull.
I know.
To be fair, it is Praetus on the banner too, so
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
we know that's going to be part of this. So we have no actual in-game of confirmation of her coming yet as of this recording, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Right? Not yet as of this moment.
Yeah.
We don't know
Right, yeah.
exactly for sure yet. But we have seen the pictures. We know what's coming.
Yeah, blame Destined.
Yep, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to her passives. For every 3 basic attacks, the 4th basic attack will deal 150% damage along with defense penetrating damage equal to 100% total damage the hero has taken previously. The accumulated damage taken will be reset once it takes effect. The accumulated damage taken will not exceed 150% of the hero's max HP. Whoa,
Okay.
that's really cool.
Whoa.
That's different.
So when it says previously, it means the rest of the match, like for the entirety of the match, or like since the last ultimate
set
or
of basic. That's true. It doesn't really specify. But yeah, what does previously mean exactly? Does it mean every set of 4 basic attacks, or
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking, because I
from the
wonder
whole fight? Yeah, because that would be weird.
Because, well, that's the thing. It would be designed perfectly for Arena because the further you get, the higher defense characters come out, right? And so where the defense penetrating is going to get more important, except for in the beginning rounds where it's not even important at all, right? So I wonder if she's like really made for Arena. We'll see, I guess. But
yeah, this one, that is a good question. It's not, we can't 100% know, I guess, until, I don't know that we really be able to tell, because like you're not going to be able to tell exactly how much her passive is doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'd be a hard one to test.
Yeah.
Maybe some other, I don't know. I guess, we'll see if anyone, comment below, guys, if you have any opinions on this. Do you think this actually means for every 4 basic attacks, it resets that damage taken, or for the whole battle? I don't know. All right, let's check the other passive. Inflicts retribution on enemies. When attacking a target inflicted with retribution, it deals additional damage equal to 2% of the hero's max HP. All damage received from enemies not inflicted with retribution is reduced by 20%. Switching targets removes the retribution inflicted on the previous target. In retribution, the caster receives 30% more damage from units inflicted with retribution. Okay.
So I'm going to act like half of that didn't immediately go over my head.
Yeah,
and
that
I
was a lot.
won't have to read it like 10 more times to understand.
I'm always that way. I always have to reread them 100 times. It's so funny. Sometimes the guys like, we doing a collab, and they're just like, okay, so this percent and this percent and this means this and this. I'm like, okay, good. I'm glad you did that math fast. I sure can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not in that.
Inflicts. Okay, so inflicts. She just always inflicts it. There's no. It's just it lands. Period. as a debuff?
I'm not
It doesn't
seeing any
say
kind of like lasting amount of time.
No.
inflicts it when attacking a target. Inflicted. If it inflicts it when she's attacking a target, inflicted with it. Okay, so she just has to hit the enemy, meaning it's going to take it like one hit, at least one basic attack to apply it. Then the next attacks afterward can take advantage of it.
Okay, so that means everybody who does damage deals 30% more damage.
Yes, because that's a debuff on the enemy. But switching targets removes the retribution, so
that will not be a problem in arena.
That's true.
Keeping it in arena. But...
Yeah, that's good because I don't care much for arena, so you can tell me all the arena stuff.
all those 5 people in the comments who love arena, they're like, this is their time to shine. Let me tell you. Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe in the future I'll care more about arena, but I go in waves. Sometimes I don't do arena. Like, I think I have like 150 arena attempts just sitting there waiting for me. Maybe 200 by now. I don't know. Don't judge me too hard.
No, it's understandable. Literally everybody hates, not everybody, a lot of the content creators hate arena.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you think about it, this is literally, for instance, one of the only reasons why Torador is even good. Oh no, I'm bringing up arena again. Torador is really only good in arena and outside of arena in a lot of cases is because every hit he does, he gives like a 20% defense reduction on the enemy. And from what I understand, this is like a better version of that. And she's a fighter. You
That's
know what
true.
I mean? So.
Well, I mean, to be fair, arbiters are about arena, so it's kind of designed that way. So here we got our arena passive damage increase in arena by 15%. So
that's the thing. That's a pretty basic arena. I feel like the better arena would be the cost, making it cheaper.
Oh, sure. Cheaper to place or sooner, yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like especially I did a bit of stuff on the new boss, and I saw that people are using Praetus comps on the new guild boss.
Okay.
And so this lady would be indispensable, right?
The retribution added a debuff for everybody. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, you can have all 10 people there. It's not like other guild boss where you can only you're missing 2 people. Like you can't put 2 people out.
You actually can place all 10? I didn't even notice that. I haven't done it yet. I was waiting until it comes out.
Yeah, I was waiting until it comes out, and then I decided, you know what, we probably got to do a video on it. So I'm just going to grind away for a few hours and see what I can learn and, watch other videos and stuff. So, yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at the awakenings then. Because she's obviously going to be a little bit harder to awaken, but if you have soul stones, like getting dupes of her is not going to be easy. But let's see, is she worthy of soul stones? That's what I want to know. Awaken 1. Dealing damage to enemies will consume 1 stack of radiant erosion on them to deal additional damage equal to 4% of the hero's max HP and inflict stun.
Stun's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
paired with
on the new guild boss is actually pretty important because during his first phase, he's got this cool ass chainsaw that he pulls out, and while he's just looking at you menacingly, he holds it there, and there's a little bar that goes down, and when it goes all the way down, he hits you with the chainsaw. But if you stun him or do any kind of CC effect, it restarts the bar a bit, and so that means that it takes longer for him to hit you if you keep stunning him, right? That's why so Hex is pretty useful because Hex will keep throwing stuns at him, and so it takes even longer for him to hit you with that attack. So,
and this is actually, like constant. This is dealing damage. It's like every time.
That's what I'm saying. So if this is only on her Awakened 1, I don't know. We haven't seen the other abilities. Is there one we're missing, right? Other ability? I don't know.
No.
Does he hit everything?
So I think the radiant erosion is just from her, like she doesn't apply radiant erosion, but like Alistair, is that the one that does?
Sorry, yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Pelagios, or whatever that big fish guy does too.
Yeah, okay. I don't have him either.
So I mean, I guess if you have Alistar, then this could be like a must-have. If you want to do well you can do well otherwise. But if you really want to like try to get as high as you can on that guild boss, I feel like this is
that sounds crazy. Yeah, if that's the case, let's see. The stun is a 1 second stun.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty cool. That sounds cool. For just that roll alone, that could be busted and worth the awakening. Worth. Yes, we're gonna have to see. That's the fun part, right? It's all the synergies, and that's what makes the game interesting, right? That's what makes all these type of games interesting is the trying to find the synergies between the heroes, and they're definitely doing a good job adding interesting stuff to make like making every faction kind of have a relevancy in the normal Drake's Chasm guild boss as well. Like they're slowly making them all relevant, like where you wouldn't have done Northerners before, but then they brought out Elder and Ardea, like so. I like that. All right, so a plus 300 attack is only as a weak one for her because she's got 6. That's only like a 5% attack. All right, so let's see. Awaken 3. Once HP drops below 25%, gains a shield equal to 100% of the max HP for 15 seconds. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment.
So it's pretty much a she can do a tank roll like Regulus. Oh, Valeria dies though at the end.
Sure, she does. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's true.
Like Jeera in her ult.
Yeah. This is kind of interesting. I guess if you wanted to do some kind of weird content where you needed a fighter that didn't die, like the new E-Raid 5.
Yeah, or Void Rift where you use like Baron when the guy Lasir starts coming around and you want someone that's gonna she'd stick her there and she'd be okay with this at least.
Yeah, that's pretty I mean, it feels kind of niche, but I have a feeling I feel like it's a niche that will probably work in a lot of different places, but
at least Arena, obviously, it's helpful. So
sure, yeah.
Thing is, you have to get her to A3, which is
I don't know that it's worth like it might not be worth throwing extra soul stones in unless you because there's other people that can kind of do that.
Yeah.
All right, so Awaken 4 plus 8% penetration. And then Awaken 5. All right. When an enemy is inflicted with Retribution for more than 5 seconds, increases damage dealt to this enemy by 15%. Even more increased damage. So 45% increased damage to like the guild boss because they're like the only target that's going to have. Yeah.
I will say, for those who like Arena, I wouldn't say it's particularly interesting in Arena because usually the enemy dies.
It would die soon, yeah a couple hits.
Yeah. But I mean,
this is more a boss killer type thing, or
exactly, yeah. Which I feel like they're definitely kind of trying to tune her for the new guild boss. So
that's actually really cool because I did a video on Lucius already, and he kind of feels that way too. It feels like part of his kit is made to be a boss killer, then part of his kit is maybe for Arena or just other generic content where you have more enemies, but like it's good that they kind of have like something that's making them good in many areas. I mean, Awaken 5 is pretty hard to obtain. Is it gonna be worth it? No, probably to put soul stones in for that far. No, Awaken 1, I feel like that might be worthy of a soul stone. That's pretty cool. But I don't think you would put soul stones because they're so rare in for the rest of her awakenings. Personally, do you agree?
I don't know.
I think that if you have an Arbiter, you're gonna invest in Praetus rather than her. But
that's true. Yeah.
This is the only single target damage fighter in the entire Arbiter faction, though. So I feel like she may be the. I'm trying to make sure I'm not speaking out of my ass here. She may be the most important Arbiter outside of Praetus. From what I'm seeing right here, the role that she fills, because there's no other. For instance, you have you pulled him recently, the cool guy on the right there.
Thalin. He's so amazing. I'm obsessed with him. He's my new favorite character.
He's really. We haven't gotten him.
Yeah, he's so good.
That he is another AoE damage, which is already filled by Valkyria. Yeah. Which is already filled by Valkyria. And then you have Pelagios, which is another AoE thing. And then you have a Defender. And then you have the new Init, which is like the bomb, first off. He's such a cool free character. But
yeah, he is really cool. I just put my video out.
Yeah, there's not much physical damage going on here. I don't think any of these guys are feeling any physical damage. I think she might be the only one that does physical damage. Actually, does she do? Let me double check. Can we see if she?
Yeah, it was physical. It was just normal damage. Yeah,
I think that's ginormous. I think she may be maybe the best Arbiter outside of Praetus.
I'm glad you're excited. She seems cool, and I like the max HP based for a lot of stuff too. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and I on the guild boss, he has an attack where he does a huge AoE attack, and then he attacks whoever has the highest HP afterwards with a huge attack, right? And only that person. So usually you'd want to use like a Torador or something who can take that hit. But maybe if you want to get away with not having a defender, she may be your only choice since she has some big increase in HP. Maybe she's the only one who can take a hit and do fighter damage, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're going in with an Arbiter team, especially, like you might want to use the Torador in a different, or you might not even. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the Nightmare is still really strong.
So I was looking at Forerunner the other day when I was trying to do the video, and I saw that the best 2 teams are the Arbiter, the Nightmare, and the Erotic faction.
Piercer.
Okay.
Piercer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So seemingly that is those are the kind of meta ones. Yeah. But.
Sounds logical. I feel like that makes sense. I feel it's funny. You could tell it was too easy because they keep tuning the boss to make it harder and harder and harder. And when you look at the Forerunner server notes, it's pretty funny. They just keep making the boss harder.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I like that because
it's
then I won't have to hear all the content creators saying how they don't have anything to do. Because now you guys are stuck with like hitting the same boss for the next 5 months, and you guys are happy. There's so I like that a lot because I think the main complaint I'd say 2 months ago is where's the endgame content, right?
Yeah.
But now they just slapped you with the biggest possible endgame content you could hope for.
And there's more coming. There's more coming. Stay tuned for the dev interview. Oh my goodness.
Spoilers. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like they've been investing very heavily, not only in the cool cutscenes, but in all the content they've been doing. They've been like churning it out, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if there's really much to complain about in the game right now.
That's what I feel. Whenever I hear people complain about content, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? They're constantly giving new game modes. Like every couple months there's a new game mode. Like how much more can you really expect from a gacha game?
I'm gonna be honest. I think the main problem, quote unquote, that people ran into is that they did like 3 or 4 months where they not only added, but mostly only added codex bosses. That was their main thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And it made
fun.
a lot of. It was fun because finally my Anai is not a worthless piece of crap, right? But
poor Anai.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can zoom in on the characters.
Yeah, you have to like hold your scroll down and then click, or you click and then scroll. I don't know. It's tricky. Play around with your mouse.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
I just learned this during one of my videos the other day.
Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah, but so I feel like that was the main problem why people weren't very content. But now they've got them all out, and now they're moving on to the stuff that you could say is slightly more interesting. So
yeah.
But,
okay. All right. Well, I like her. I'm interested. I hope I get a Praetus someday to go with her. But that's wishful thinking, and I don't know. I like it though. We gotta have some stuff to chase, right? It'd be boring if we just got everything instantly.
Oh, entirely. Yeah. No, I need something to get excited about so I can start yelling and run out of my room because that's when that's when I have the most fun. So
that's when that's a really good one.
When and I'm not gonna lie. I think if you have Praetus, and it's a must pull if you have Praetus. Must pull.
Yeah, that feels good.
But
I agree. I like it.
Even if you don't have Praetus, she seems like a beast.
Yeah.
Like it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, what about you guys? Your channel? Anything you guys want to plug? What you guys up to?
So we are. We're planning on doing a little song for the anniversary event that's coming, and we've got a whole thing done. The song is already finished, and we love it. We think it's a banger, if you will. And we're asking a bunch of content creators to join in and have little cameos. We already got a few people locked in. Fastidious, and also this lovely woman here has already said that she would be willing to help us out, and we promise it won't be cringy at all. But I think it'll be a super fun thing that'll bring everybody together. And I think 1 year is a really big thing for these gacha games. I feel like that's the biggest celebration they have. So I think it'll be really fun, and we're looking forward to finishing it and getting everybody's fun little dances together. And yeah, so that should be out. I don't know, on around the 6th or the 4th of next month of July. Okay. So yeah, it should be cool. But
all right, looking forward to seeing that and participating.
I believe it. Yeah. It's the hardest part is going to be convincing all the content creators to film them and their loved ones dancing in a room to some music. It's like, because we're all introverted people, right? All of us content creators are, and so it's like asking the impossible. You know what I mean? So if you guys see your favorite content creator doing in that video, just understand that they have like a heart of courage, and they really must love this community because they're willing to do something that a lot of us wouldn't be able to. You know what I mean? So
fair enough. Sounds fun though. I like it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I actually had a blast. This is great. Yeah.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna roll this video into the story now with no commentary. So let's see what Jeera's all about. She slew a god. What chance do you imagine having? Thalon to a tavern rogue. While few are immune to gross manipulation, control at a cosmic scale is another game entirely. When Jeera, the golden lioness, turned to the gods, she did so in good faith. When she could no longer trust them, she turned within. It's been centuries since the collective splintered into two, reverberations of its schism echoing painfully throughout Taya. In answer to the Chaos Dominion comprised of those who turned to demonic magic, the Supreme Arbiters formed and opened their souls to holier deities, aiming to fight fire with cleansing light. But gods are not without their own ambitions, and many viewed the vulnerable Arbiters as pawns to be maneuvered in their infinite war against demons. Jeera was to be one such pawn. As the Arbiter's most adept warrior, Jeera was uniquely selected for a binding ritual that would align her soul with one of the gods. She was loath to give up her autonomy, and only the silver tongue of Praetus convinced her to bear her soul skyward for the sake of Taya. Of all who bid for her, ultimately Cujo, the lion god, melded with the young warrior. Their fusion was profound, and Jeera felt an otherworldly strength coursing through her. The one mortal warrior became a force of nature, her every movement resonating with godly power. Yet, as the days passed, darkness seeped into her consciousness. Unbeknownst to Jeera, Cujo sought to use her as a weapon, a merciless force that would obliterate countless sacrificial innocents in pursuit of inflicting suffering on his demonic foes. Haunted by dreams of tearing the jugulars of commoners, Jeera realized the true nature of her alliance, resolving to free herself from the lion god's malevolent influence. With clear eyes, she confronted Cujo on a mystic plane deep within herself. A fierce battle ensued, physical and spiritual. Jeera fought not only against Cujo, but the tendrils binding their souls. In a moment suspended in time, she plunged her blade into Cujo's heart, rending their connection. As Cujo's form dissipated into ethereal wisps, Jeera fell to her knees, breathless. The severance had taken its toll, but she had reclaimed herself and saved countless lives. Today, Jeera wields a hammer and dons armor-bearing likeness to Cujo, paying homage to her most challenging foe yet. She's vowed to never again surrender her free will, a defiant stance that's left some arbiters to question her loyalty to their cause.